can't even comprehend.
No.
A man raising his voice. Nia, you know how I am.
You know how I am.
Did you just yell at me?
Especially on the phone? You think I'm finna hold this phone?
That I pay the bill on.
While you yell at me? You got it all twisted.
What you do, Nia?
You not finna yell at me on
No.
you not finna yell at me in my face? No.
So I saw this video when I was scrolling through the wonderful world of TikTok, and I have some opinions about it. Okay, so first thing, let me just go ahead and talk about the obvious. Let me state the obvious, because sometimes I realize that if I don't state the obvious in the conversation, when I look into the comment section, it is going to be, people stating the obvious for me, which I thought that, if I am saying something, people would already know, but sometimes that's not true. So here we go. Obviously, as a woman, I personally would not be going toe to toe with a man. Okay. Bottom line. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not raising my voice with you. I am not going to challenge your manhood, because that's what it is when a woman is doing that. I am not going to emasculate you or attempt to emasculate you. I am not going to act like I could take you. Okay? So I just want to make that clear. I'm not going to be challenging you in a way that you have to get so aggressive when you're speaking to me. The only time that I can foresee a person yelling at me is if maybe I am outside and that person is not in their right mind, because I am not engaging. Okay? I'm just going to be completely honest with you. The reason why I start off by saying that is because I also want to say that, of course, it is not necessarily, I use that term very loosely, but it is not necessarily conducive or even natural for a man to be so irate when he's talking to a woman, or so loud, or, yelling at or whatever, because men, from what I see, they are more action-based. They're more doers. And so a lot of men don't get to a space with a woman and get hyped up because, they don't look at her as a threat. Okay, right? Because she's a weaker vessel. We know this. Women are the weaker vessel. So a man it's not, natural that you're going to see a man that is strong in his masculinity just standing there, yelling at a woman. Okay? However, it does happen. This is the point of the conversation. This is my thoughts on this video and why I wanted to talk about it. The problem is that women, a lot of women, especially modern women, toxic women, have the tendency of starting, chaos and then backing up and acting like they're the victim. This is not all the time. This is not 100% of the time, but this is true. A lot of women will start chaos. A lot of women will start saying emasculating things. It don't matter if you yelling it. It don't matter if you whispering it. It don't matter what kind of tone you're speaking it in. A lot of women will start saying things that are disrespectful. They will challenge you. They will challenge your manhood. They will, get in your face. They will sometimes even physically touch you. In the minute that there's a reaction on the things that they do, all of a sudden they start acting like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Why not? Why couldn't you? And again, this does not make it right. Okay? This absolutely does not make it right. However, I feel like a lot of women, again, they go and they put themselves into certain positions. And we talking about the bare minimum. We're not talking about physical touch from a man. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about argument. We're going to keep it at the base of this video. We're going to keep it at argument. A lot of women will get themselves into situations, get a man riled up. He'll be calm. He won't be answering. And a lot of women get ticked off the more that the man does not engage. The more he's not answering, the more he's unfazed, the more he's like, I don't got time for this drama. You could go. The more that he is walking away from the situation, the more enraged that this woman is getting, because a lot of times if she can't have you, she wants at least to make your day messed up. She at least wants to inflict some kind of something upon you so you can feel as bad as she feels. And that way there's an energy transfer. So now you feel bad and she feels better. Perfect example of that is with the case that I just reviewed. When he left her out the door, he wasn't, she was trying to tussle with him. He walked inside, he locked the door, left her outside by herself, and then she had to call somebody or a couple people. We have to realize that women, okay, first of all, are not beneath correction. Sometimes you could be hard-headed. Sometimes you could be wrong. Sometimes your leader has to be, as he's communicating with you, there's a space where it is allowed that people can communicate their feelings. And sometimes women be acting like the man yelling, and he's not even yelling. He's just saying things that you don't want to hear. He's not yelling. He's just saying stuff that you don't want to be exposed. You feel embarrassed. You feel ashamed. You feel like, he just went in and dug up something deep that you've been trying to bury about yourself. And now you don't want to be a part of the conversation. So now you talking about, why are you yelling at me? And he never even raised his voice. He got a little stern and you talking about he's screaming. Like, I already know. We have to be honest. I always say this. Men, from what I see, most men are reactors. Okay? You show them how you act. You keep yourself together. You're respectful. You whatever. They react and make you a girlfriend. You keep up that same behavior. You keep, the peace. You keep the love, the this or that. He makes you a wife. Reactor. You start tripping. You start nagging him. He start staying late at work. Reaction. We got to be honest. A lot of women like to talk about the negative effects that come from a situation, but they never want to talk about or focus on the part that they had to play within it, or the things that they did to ignite such things. It's as if those things don't exist, and they are just walking around their merry day, living their life, not doing nothing wrong to anybody, and then all of a sudden, I can't believe he did this to me. We have to be accountable for our actions. We do. And I want to be honest with you. You see, women are always talking about, when a woman is yelling and when a woman is mad, that's when men should be happy. There's something that women say. That's when men should be happy because at least she's telling you how she feels. Because when she gets quiet, just know the relationship is over. You don't think that door would go both ways? You see, if he's being stern and he's talking to you, just know that you need to not hang up the phone. You need to listen to whatever it is that he's saying in that moment, because I can guarantee that some of those things that he's saying in that moment is something that you need to go get a pen and a paper and write that down. Because I can guarantee his next moves, based on what you're doing, he's going to tell them to you. If you keep doing this, we not doing this. If you do that, this gonna happen. Men are very, when it comes to certain things like that, they're very simple. Okay? They're gonna tell you straight up. Women are delusional. They like to make it seem like, this is not, and maybe he meant this. He telling you directly how he feel. He being real honest with you. It's just when the going gets tough and when it's things that you don't like to hear, and when you turn that deaf ear and when you start to ignore him, you miss out on. And then all of a sudden you be like, I can't believe our relationship got like this. What happened? Why would he do that? He talking about he don't want to be with me. Why? He been acting funny. He don't want to take me on a date. You know, he haven't touched me. I don't understand what's going on. What happened in our relationship? You was too busy comforting your own feelings. You were way too busy coddling yourself, putting on some music in your car, thinking that you won the battle because you hung up the phone. You missed it. You missed it. Again, this is my opinion. I always have to say that. This is my opinion. I would like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. If you're not subscribed and you're watching this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.